Whether you love the red wine, the white wine, or just any wine, this is a man I guarantee you have tasted Don Triggs wine at some point. Welcome to the BT Couch.
It's my pleasure to be here, Joe.
We're talking a little bit about your history now and how you got into what you were doing today, which is this amazing family winery estate that is Naramata Bench. Is it
It's
Oliver?
on the Golden Mile Bench.
Golden Mile Bench.
South of Oliver, yes.
Right. So we want to get to that in a second, but first let's establish your background, because we were just sitting here chatting about your mother. You were raised by a woman who said, you got to live your dream.
Yes, she did. Yes,
and your
she
dream
did.
is?
I guess my dream was I loved agriculture, I loved business. Serendipity of life, I had the opportunity very early on to meet someone in the wine industry who just inspired me, because here was an agricultural product that had all the sophistication and marketing of a Chanel No. 5, but at the same time it was rooted in the land. And that's very inspiring to me, because there's something about Mother Nature that keeps you humble every day of the year.
Right. There's one thing that I remember being of a certain vintage is that it used to be sort of a little bit of a joke, BC wines or Canadian wines, until there was Jackson Triggs. You have a famous last name, you were a part of that. So the past history is that you really were a big part of establishing this part of the world as a wine-producing region.
Well, I think there are an awful lot of people that had a big contribution in creating the BC wine industry and making it what it is today. I think there were some very important steps early on, and I think in 1989 they ripped out all the old grapes, and the BC government was a big supporter of that. I think the industry established VQA Quality Alliance program, and Harry McWaters and the rest of the what you'd call very start of the industry started that. And other important things at the time was the development of the BC Wine Institute, the development of research at UBC, and also very important the Covey program at Brock University. Our industry now is populated with students from the Covey program at Brock University, and they've been a driving force in developing the improvements in quality that we're seeing.
And it's delicious. Now tell us about the Culmina. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it earlier. It's not Culmina, it's Culmina Winery, a family estate. We have some photos. Take us through what we're seeing here.
Well, Culmina Family Estate Winery, we bought the land in '06. I've been kicking around the wine industry, as I like to say, for 30 years. This is my family. Elaine, co-proprietor, runs finance and has a real green thumb in the vineyard. My daughter Sarah, who came back from foreign aid in the Philippines to join us. She runs sales and marketing for us. And of course, you see the star at the bottom of the photo. That's Barry, our corgi. And he doesn't like photographs, but we tricked him for that one.
He looks very handsome there. Such a family affair, and interesting to note, you are one of an identical twin.
Yeah, yes. My twin brother, Ron.
Ron and Don.
Yeah, Ron and Don is, he's retired now, but we're still very close. He lives in BC. We see a lot of each other.
Enjoys a bottle of wine here and there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
And you were talking, we're going back to your mother, because I found it fascinating. She was low, what did you say? She was low on discipline but high on inspiration?
That's correct.
Can you wrap up our interview with your favorite bit of inspiration from your mom?
Well, my mother's favorite saying was always, "Can't is a coward too lazy to try."
Can't is a coward too lazy to try.
And I think that inspired the whole family, because it was all about reaching for whatever you could do. There were no boundaries in terms of what you could achieve in life.
So your mom would probably be proud of these photos. Let's just roll in some more winery shots here.
Yes, this is Culmina, taken from Stan's Bench, which is named after my wife's father. Culmina means peak in Latin, which is what we're reaching for in quality, the very, very best we can do from the land. And there's something very interesting happening in the industry right now. The first chapter in the industry was more about just ripping out the old vines, replanting, and developing some quality. And then we went through a new chapter where all of a sudden people are bringing in expertise from outside.
Right.
So Alan Sutra has been a big advisor for us, from a technician from France, a
Yes.
top consultant, and he has helped us develop the very, very best in our vineyard, and he is now being used in several other wineries in the area as well, who've gone to his expertise.
Those are stunning shots. Certainly a
Yes.
destination for many to come and see. Your one piece of advice, sort of akin to you're not allowed to wear white pants after Labor Day or whatever, used to be that you couldn't have red wine with chicken or fish. Or is there one hard and fast rule about wine at any level for you?
I don't think there is. I think different flavors obviously match better with different foods. And what I would like to say is that we've seen a huge explosion of discovery of wine and food in the last 5 years. We used to market wine on its own merit. Now wine is marketed with food, how it pairs with food. We've had an explosion of fabulous restaurants in the Okanagan Valley that have developed in the last 5 years. And in fact, giving a plug for Chris Van Huydunk, who is a master chef, has now set up an Umberto-style teaching kitchen in the South Okanagan. This is a whole new chapter for the industry that's quite exciting.
Don Triggs, so pleased to speak with you on the BT Couch, teaching us so much talk all morning. Got to check in with Don. Maybe you have some food pairings there where you are this morning, Don, that I'll grab this bottle of wine for you.